Welcome back, everybody. Do Infinity. I am your host, Mr. Wes Do, here to talk about some NBA playoff action. Um, I am one of those guys who unfortunately only locks into the NBA during the playoffs. I'm part of the problem. You can say whatever you want about me, but the NBA's got a brand issue, if you will, and I actually have some ideas on how to fix that, Mr. Adam Silver, if you're listening, to get that information to the commissioner of the NBA. Go ahead, send a like. That helps the video on the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new. We talk about everything music, sports, and entertainment in general. And share. That helps the channel grow as well. If I put something in your ear that made you go, hey, that guy's actually really freaking smart, which I doubt anyways. um, that gets the algorithm boosted as well. Yo, my immediate reaction from game one, weekend one of these NBA playoffs is not bad. It's living up to the hype so far. I know it's early. I would say Saturday's games stayed a little bit closer than Sunday's games, and I don't know if maybe that was just the matchups or however it happened. But that's one of the things about the NBA that gets a little weird from time to time. Is when you're watching a game that you think is going to be close, it just ends up in a blow. I think at one point on Saturday, let me the score of the Celtics and Sixers game is 123-91. Why? This is and then like the Thunder and the Suns game, 119-84. That's scary, good talent right there. But when you got guys like Joel Embiid for the Sixers, just ghost, and that's happening all season long. That's part of the problem. Um, but again, Saturday's games with this, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now. This is my hot take. Uh, and a finals prediction, if you will. I got Cleveland coming out of the East and OKC coming out the West. I think that'll be a great matchup. You will have James Harden competing for a ring. And that Cleveland roster is scary. 1 through 5, bruh, is. I feel bad for Darius Garland because they're making it look so easy out there with him out of the picture. And I thought, not for nothing, James Harden was going to get to Cleveland and just do regular old James Harden stuff and just kind of live under the graces of Donovan Mitchell. But dude, that duo, that backcourt combined with the power, if you get Evan Mobley, playing like that for the whole playoffs, that team is scary good, man. They're going to give New York a run for the money. I think that's who's going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals against Cleveland. If that does shake out, I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments if I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But I think New York versus Cleveland in the East. New York is a really, really good team. Hawks fans, talk to me. How y'all feeling? I live in Atlanta. I know what this team means to the city. A good young core. And there was chirps. See what I did there? Because they're birds. That y'all were about to upset the New York Knicks. And I don't know where that came from. The Knicks, my father-in-law, he's a Knicks fan, so by grace of him, I got a backdoor entrance to what it has been to be a Knicks fan, and it's they've acquiesced and had times where goofy shit's going on, but New York like that, man. Jalen Brunson is out there. I don't see how anybody. I mean, mind you, CJ McCollum is cool, but you got to score at least 40, and that's what Brunson's gonna give you a night, dude. He's a dog. Ever since that trade to New York, he is bona fide now. What the Knicks really need to get going is Big Cat. He started off slow, got into it, but man, that's a good young team for Atlanta, and I'm sorry to see him go out like that. I do think that series is going to be over in 5. I'm not even giving you 6 games, Hawks fans. Complain with me. I know that's blasphemy. I live in Atlanta. My son is probably going to be a Hawks fan. I'm a Bulls fan, so I really can't be talking. But you know, I got Knicks in 5 on that series. Let me look at some other of these stats. I'm not even going to bother with the Lakers series. I think, like most of y'all, when we found out that KD was out, game 1 with a knee, just kind of wrote it off. It's sad. You hate to see that. I was really looking forward to that matchup. But the Lakers, I'm gonna say if KD does come back, it goes 6. That one's done. Minnesota and the Nuggets. Anthony Edwards, bro. I love you to death. You got a good team around you as well, man. I just don't see it for this team, bro. I don't care how you construct the guys around Anthony Edwards, bro. I personally think um, you need a good point guard with him. I don't know who that guy is, but even with Rudy Gobert playing nuts against the Joker, I thought he was doing his thug thizzle when I was watching the first half. But then, like the GOAT that he is, Jokic got in his bag and became Big Joker, dog. It's scary to watch that guy. In what's his name? Nikola Joke. I don't know how Jokic, the Joker. He's the best player at basketball, and it shows because they stomped out the Timberwolves. Got in the game, and it felt like once he got rolling, he does stuff that when I was watching on the what was this Saturday, I thought, because I have bad vision, at one point it was a point guard doing some stuff, and my brother was like, "Nah, bro, that's Jokic." It's crazy. Sunday's games, again, mostly blowouts. I feel bad for the Pistons because a lot of people had them winning that series. I don't really understand how the Magic play. You think one day it's going to be inexperienced, and then these guys just show up looking like Paolo Banchero and Kurt Wagner have been doing this for a long, long time. That team is pretty good. I still don't think that they have what it takes to beat, Celtics, Knicks, and or Cleveland. A lot of people are probably asking in the comments or once they see this video, why did you write Boston off? What about Tatum and Jalen Green? I like that team too. Don't get me wrong. As a Chicago fan, I don't want to see y'all win. That's just all it is. But the real reason I got everybody into this video, and this is what I want to talk about, we'll wrap it up with this, is the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. Congratulations, NBA. You've bridged the gap between LeBron James and who, you need a face of the future of the NBA. Make it that guy. Sorry, Luka. Sorry, Shea. Sorry, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, whoever. That's the guy. This stuff, I was about to swear, but it's not a holy day. It's 420. Happy 420. This guy's insane. Everything that I've just seen in his first playoff game, absolutely absurd. 35 points, and I don't even think there's much you can do. Like, they played him to death. There's still some flaws that I think Cleveland made in game 1, and it on paper, a lot of these games will blow out, and it looks like the Spurs kind of ran away with this one. I think the Portland Trailblazers kind of had this one. It was very, very close. Hot take: this series is going to go 7 games because of Adavija. I can't say his. I'm bad with names, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The big man. I think he might even be the power forward. The young guy. He's a stud. Play through him. That's what I'm gonna say. I know I'm arm couch coaching right now, but somebody clip this. I'm gonna clip a lot of these through the week, anyways. I'm going viral now because I'm spitting bars. Let that kid play. Got to go through him on offense. Defensive liabilities. Drew Holiday. You gotta lock up Stephen Castle, got to stop him. Anyways, I'm armchair quarterback. I'm not gonna do that. Hot take: this series in the Spurs and the Trailblazers going 7. Victor Wembanyama is the new face of the NBA. What a stud! I really, 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 really want him to make it to the finals, but I don't see how anybody's beating OKC. I'm sorry. They're going to win the whole thing this year. And it is a brand of basketball that I can respect because they're doing a great job of farming them young, talented individuals down there. Goddamn. So I enjoyed. There's a lot more things I could have said about this weekend. But I think overall, my hot takes for this are OKC Cleveland finals. Great job. Very well entertained in this round. Tell me what you guys thought. Who you got? And if you want to see more stuff like this again, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the YouTube tings, and I'm gonna keep it rolling. I had a WrestleMania video that I was gonna make. It's probably gonna come out later in the week. If I don't get to it, I'll have to figure out some stuff. But good job, WrestleMania. Yeah. Happy 420.